Hey, Sankit. So we are back. We're just doing an impromptu 10-minute stream for Devs in the Sheds. We had a lot of people join us earlier to watch the Devs in the Shed show. We always do it 12 p.m. AEST time. We keep that consistent, but we had a little bit of a silly bug, something really, really simple. So we couldn't finish up the project. So we just wanted to do a quick 10-minute stream to finish this off. And effectively, what we were doing was we were I guess Sun could actually give us a run through, like what was it that we were creating?
Absolutely. So what we're creating was basically a serverless stack using API gateway with mock integration. And what we're trying to do is create a smart Lambda authorizers, which has dynamic capabilities of looking up the API keys based on certain values which are passed in request parameters, right? And what we managed to do was get the API stack up and running. We also had our Lambda authorizers up and running. We had all sorts of debugging statements added to it. But what we faced was even after passing the necessary API keys, we were still getting forbidden error. And I think that was a silly thing from my end as well. Probably I missed while configuring the CDK stack. Let's probably, if you want, we can just quickly look at it and dive deep and
Yeah,
test the application.
let's do that. So if you want to get your screen share up and running, we've pasted the link for the session previously. We're
Yeah.
archiving on YouTube, so it's a YouTube link. But Twitch should have it for the next couple of days, so you can still go back in the AWS channel and see it. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool solution to have some more fine-grained control over the apps that might be using a particular service in the background. So here we go. We're back to the code that you had earlier.
And the demo cards will be nice to us now, I hope.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So I've already tested this now. So what was
Mhm.
missing was basically when we configure an API gateway,
Yep.
we need to tell API gateway what is the API key source, right? And it was very silly that I missed it because we want to tell the API gateway that the key source type is the Lambda authorizer. Right? So that was something which was missing. So what I did was I have quickly added this parameter here now, and I have deployed the application, right?
Hmm.
And I've did a couple of round of testing as well. And what I've noticed was based on the quota which we had configured earlier, like 15 requests or 20 requests. After we hit that quota, we get a limit exceed exception, as you can see. But now what we'll do is we will basically add additional quotas to the existing API keys. We'll test it out using multiple genres, maybe for add 10 requests, additional requests for a genre computer, and say 5 additional requests for a cooking genre, and then we will retest this. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, that sounds good.
cool. So let's go to the API gateway right away, and what we will do is we will go to our book API. We will go to our usage plan. So these were the two usage plan which we have created, right? So in the API keys, right? Let's see the usage first. So if you can see, the quota associated was that of around 20 requests,
Yep.
and I managed to exhaust all of them. But what we will do now is we will just have an extension, right? Let's say let's add 10 requests this month, right? 20 out of 20 requests have been made already, which I did for testing. And let's grant additional extension of 10 requests. This is for cooking. We'll add similar extension for the computer genre as well. So let's add 5.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah. Now let's go back and quickly test out the computer genre and let's see what it shows. And you see, this is the static response which we are getting now.
Hmm. Yep.
And since it is computer, let's test it 5 more times. I'll just keep on sending 5 more requests here. This is 5, and now we should get limit exit, right? So
Yep.
now what really is happening is this request parameter is driving the logic on how API keys are dynamically used inside our application. Everything is provisioned by CDK, passed to the Lambda authorizer by environment variables, and dynamically looked up in the Lambda authorizer itself. So this is like the whole thing coming together and working in sync. Let's see cooking, right?
So this
Yeah,
was
ready
a
to go?
mock API that we made for books, just so that anybody was wondering what the genre. The genre is cooking or computers. The mock data is books that we're coming back with.
Yep. And let's see how. Let me send like 10 requests. I think we have granted the extension of 10 requests here. And once we have those 10 requests satisfied, you would eventually get a limit exit exception here again, right? So from that perspective, nicely dynamically we have injected these API keys now. The thing to be noted here is we have written that code that if you don't pass any genre, right, in a sense, so it should give you an
Mm-hmm.
unauthorized exception. Because if you remember our code, what it will do is it will go here, the Lambda authorizer, and what we have done is if lookup key is not found, right, we
Yep.
call an unauthorized, right? So and we have those checks and balances as multiple stages in the code. So after if we have not configured the keys properly in the DynamoDB itself, you
Mm-hmm.
would again get an authorized exception. If you have configured wrong keys in DynamoDB, you would again get unauthorized exception, right? And if
Yep.
something fails, maybe if we have not taken care of some ex- extreme use cases, or if we find some runtime errors or exceptions, we want to fail safe and give unauthorized exception here as well. So this is how the whole Lambda authorizer would work now.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
So
Very clean as well.
yeah, I really like the demo. I'll stop the screen share. So just in case anyone joined a couple of minutes late, this was just a really quick stream. We streamed earlier on the AWS Twitch, so if you went back a few hours, 5 hours ago, you should be able to see us build out the solution with CDK and Lambda. Um, and this was just kind of solving the one little problem that we had from getting the solution working. So if you want to go back, you can watch the video here. I've posted the YouTube link as well if you're going to watch in a couple of days, because it will disappear from AWS Twitch. But yeah, Sanka, it's been a pleasure having you join our show, Devs in the Shed. Really enjoyed having you on and seeing the solutions that you created. What we'll do for now is we'll just call it quits really quickly, and we'll get back to the rest of our day. So thanks everyone for joining the stream, and hopefully you enjoyed the final solve on the solution. Catch you all later.